Welcome to our third tutorial video about ADE Connect Budget System. This video will cover how to upload required documents. Please note that during the creation of this PowerPoint, the name of the application was changed to Budget System. The original name was Finance System. Budget System and Finance System will be used interchangeably in text and in audio throughout this presentation. Let's review our agenda. First, we will be looking at the Submission Dashboard Overview. Next, we will do a step-by-step file submission process. We will follow that up with reviewing file submission statuses. Next, we will look at the view log, and we will wrap up the presentation with data validation and acceptance. In Section 1, we will be covering the Submission Dashboard Overview. First, you will want to access ADE Connect Budget System. If you need help accessing the system, please refer to the first tutorial video, ADE Connect Budget System Basics. The landing page of ADE Connect Budget System is this Submission Dashboard homepage. However, if you are on a different page, click on Submission Dashboard at the top right corner of the page. On this page, you will see a bunch of rows and columns regarding required documents. We will begin to break this information down by looking at the columns from left to right. First is fiscal year. This column indicates the fiscal year that this document is referring to. Next is version name. This is the version of the document. Next is document template. This is a document that you want to view or upload. These first three columns are frozen, as you might need to scroll to the right for the last columns. Next is due date. This is the date that the version of the document is due. Next is submission start date. This is the first date that you can begin to upload the document. Next is submission end date. This is the last day you can submit the document regardless of the version. Next is status. We will be reviewing the different statuses more later in the video, but this column will indicate what status a document submission is in. Next is status update date. This indicates the time and date of the last status change. Next is download. This column will be blank until a file is uploaded. You can download the file that you previously uploaded. Next is view log. We will be going into more detail about this column later in the video, but this column will be blank unless the file that is uploaded has a warning or reject. Next is action. This column will have an upload button if the version due date or document submission end dates have not passed. Next is uploaded by. This will give the ADE Connect credentials for the user who uploaded the file. Next is upload date. This will provide the date and time of the original upload. Lastly is submission reference. This will provide a unique reference number for the document submission. Next, let's review some other useful features on the submission dashboard. At the top left-hand side, you will see a box with useful information. The top line indicates how many documents are currently unsubmitted and the due dates have not yet passed. The bottom line indicates how many documents are currently unsubmitted and the due dates have passed. Below this, there are three radio buttons with preset filters. The first is a default to show all documents. The next button will show only documents that are due, and the last button will show only documents that are overdue. To the right of this is another set of radio buttons with preset filters. The first is a default to the current fiscal year. The next will expand to the last 5 years, and the last will show all fiscal years. The next tool we want to point out is the search bar. You can enter any value or text in the search bar and it will filter across all columns. For example, if I type in budget, it will filter down across all columns to anything that contains the word budget. If you want to filter within a specific column, you can click on the filter icon that each column has. When you click on it, you will get a drop-down where you can select your parameters, such as is equal to, less than, greater than, or has value. After selecting your parameter, you can type the value you want to filter for in the text box below. If you want to filter for multiple items, you can use the and/or button, select your parameter, and enter the next value in the box below. When you are done, you can click Clear to return to the default view. Another feature is that you can sort each column. If you click on the column header once, it will sort by descending order. If you click twice, it will sort by ascending order, and if you click a third time, it will return to the default view. Once you are done with all your filters, you can click the yellow Clear Filter button to return everything to the default view. Another useful tool is the Export to Excel button. This option is useful if you have a lot of rows and you need to use more advanced tools to manipulate the data. When you click the Export to Excel button, it will export the table to Excel as is. Next, we will be reviewing step-by-step how to upload documents.
I will be using the district expenditure budget as an example. To upload this file, I will click the green upload button in the row that contains the district expenditure budget. After I click the upload button, you will notice this pop-up box appears at the top of the page. This box provides the parameters of the document that I am uploading and an option to select the file. You will notice that there is no upload button here. That is normal, as the upload button will not appear until after you select an acceptable Excel file. To upload, first make sure that the fiscal year, document template, and version name is correct. After confirming these details, click Select File. Select the appropriate file from your folder. Next, click the blue Upload button. This finalizes the document upload, and you can begin to see the change in the status column. Next, we will be reviewing the different file submission statuses. There are many different statuses, so we will only be addressing the key file submission statuses. The first is unsubmitted. This means that the document is currently unsubmitted and the submission end date has not yet passed. Next is accepted. This means that the document has been accepted by the system, but it has not gone through all validation steps yet. Next is processing. This indicates that the document is going through final validation. You can end with one of three statuses for your document: processed, processed with warnings or informational, or rejected. A status of processed indicates that the document has gone through all validation steps and there is no further action required by the district or charter. A status of processed with warnings or informational indicates that the document failed warning or informational test set up by school finance. These warnings can be viewed in the View Log button on the submission homepage, but you do not need to resubmit the file. A status of rejected indicates that the document failed the acceptance test. These errors can also be viewed in the View Log button on the submission homepage, which will help you fix the issues with the document. After getting a rejected status, a new row will appear for the same version and document template with an unsubmitted status and an upload button. Here, you can upload your document again after fixing the initial issues as long as the due date or submission window have not passed. Next, we will review the View Log button. If a document upload provides a status of either processed with warnings or informational, or rejected, you can navigate to the View Log column and find a blue button to click on. When you click on this button, it will provide all the details of the issues the system found with the document, such as shown on the screen. The most important data in this report will be in the sheet name, cell ref, value entered, and message columns. Together, these columns will indicate where the issue was with the document and what the issue was so that you can update your file easily. Next, we will review the data validation and acceptance test put in place within the budget system. There are 4 types of file validation and acceptance test put in place within the budget system. The first is document template. If you upload the wrong file to a template, such as a budget file to an annual financial report template, your file will automatically get rejected. The next type is CTDS permissions. As in Common Logon, the system will verify that all CTDS fields are filled out. The next validation is Excel errors. This is a new feature, and in summary, you will not want to disable any formulas, add or delete any rows or columns, and when you download the file folders from the Auditor General's office, you will not want to delete any unused files in that folder. By deleting these files, you could create a reference error that could cause an issue with the next validation type, which is data type. With data type, the ADE Connect budget system will verify that the expected type of value is input into each cell. The 4 types of data are CTDS, text, date, and numerical. Before submitting your files, make sure that all cells in your file have the expected value in them. Now, these 4 validation types are built into the system for all files. There is a 5th validation step, which is provided by School Finance. School Finance can set up any validation and acceptance test for certain cells as well, meaning that if an acceptance test is set up by School Finance and your document fails it, then the document will be rejected even if it passes the 4 previous validation tests.